Hello, welcome once again here on the channel, out on location today. Quite a nice day really, not too warm, about 10 degrees, but we're here to do a test on the Mini 3 Pro and what would happen should you lose your drone. Let's do this. So here we go then, Mini 3 Pro's in the air. What we're going to do is fly out, I don't know, 100 meters, something like that, and simulate what would happen in an emergency landing, what you should be doing. Let's move them out of the way. It's not bothering the microphone. It is a little bit windy today, so apologies for any wind noises. So here we go then, let's fly it out, and what you would do if you got stuck and you needed to make emergency landing, but you can't find your drone, you can't see where it's gone. Okay, let's get it out. I'm still in Imperial from the other test, the other week. I think that's far enough. First thing I would do is put the gimbal down, and that will then give you an idea of where you're going to land. Make sure that you're not going to land into a little brook or a stream, something like that. People have been caught out in the past, and I'm just going to lower it down. And what we're going to do then is we're going to set the Find My Drone feature. There we go.
Landing.
And would you believe it's called aircraft not connected to RC? Well, that doesn't really matter because we're going to take a walk, and as we get closer to it, that should come back on. Right, let's head over to find our drone. That's the idea anyway. And keep an eye on the controller. I've got a good idea where it is. Motor's stuck as well. That's because I've landed it into the grass, which is a typical thing to do. While we're walking, we'll just go into profile, bring up Find My Drone. That's showing the last place of landing coordinates. Because it's not connected to the RC, that line's not moving. This is what you have to bear in mind, some of the things that you're up against when you are actually looking for a lost drone. And one of the big things is if your battery dies, this feature's not going to work. When I say it's not going to work, it is going to work, because it's going to give you the last coordinates on this particular controller. I think I can see it anyway. Straight ahead. You see on that line, it's getting closer, and the signal's now back with us as it was a little bit ago. We'll just start the flashing and beeping just so that you can hear it when we get to it. I can hear it now. You can probably hear that in the background. We'll just get the phone out so we can show you. I'll put that on the recording. So there she is, flashing away. And the props are nudging as they do, and the lights are flashing underneath it. We can't see those. Okay, we'll stop the flashing and the bleeping. Now we've found it. Now what you can do, I don't think this was available before, but what you can do is if you tap on this button just here, that gives you a little view from the drone itself. So it might be looking at a landmark, which will give you an idea. Let's just say you've got some trees in between you and the drone before you try and find it. By tapping that button there, that'll give you a little view. Also, if you look at the battery level, that's the actual battery of the drone. That tells you how long you've got left should you be rushing to find it. So there we go, that's basically wraps it up really. So that's how you find your drone, and the couple of features that I showed you with the little view of the camera whilst you're in the Find My Drone part of the app, which is quite a useful tool, and also showing your battery indication as well. Now, should your battery die, say you was running really low and you had to make an emergency landing and the battery or the drone turns itself off, then you can still see on your map what the last coordinates were to where that drone was. So you could come back another day, fire up your controller and see exactly where on that map it is. So pretty good tool really, the Find My Drone feature. Having said that, let's hope that none of us ever have to use it. So I hope you found the video useful and informative and you got something out of it. If you have, give us a thumbs up and we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.